All right. Good afternoon, guys. A couple things about chicks. This water setup is a lot cleaner and a lot easier with this nipple waterer. I got this on Amazon. Than this water setup. See, they're stepping in it. They got bedding in it. Probably a little bit of fecal material in it. It's just a big mess. You can get wet. Go with the nipple waterer. Use nipple waterers on your chickens throughout their whole life. This is a special chick nipple waterer. It has a real easy to move nipple on it. It's a different style, bigger nipple on it for when they get bigger, but this one is for chicks. Train them on the nipple within the first week of hatch. First day of hatch is what I do. Maybe the second day. Okay. Other than that, shipped chicks are at a disadvantage. They go through the mail for like 3 days. So by the time they get to you, they're debilitated, at least to some extent. And you have to watch them a little more closer than chicks that you hatch at your house. Like these guys. These guys are Bantams and they're fragile, but they hatch here and they go right into the brooder. They don't go through a couple days of no food and cold temperatures and stress. So these large fowl chicks actually are doing worse than my Bantams. I've had a couple die, which is okay. I expected that. But I don't want any more to die. So what do I do about that? Little tiny things that only weigh an ounce or two, they can get really low blood sugar really quickly. And that is going to be fatal if it gets low enough. Meaning, what should you do? Go through your chicks. Make sure they're all eating and drinking. They should all have full crops. And you can feel that. Just pick them up and take a feel. Do they have food in there or not? This little bugger does. I'm feeling it right here. How about you? Yep, sure does. So go through each one. The chicks are greedy little pigs. They'll keep eating and drinking. And they should have pretty much full crops at all times. If they don't, if you have one that's not doing so hot like this one, he probably isn't eating or drinking, or she. Yeah, she really doesn't have a whole lot in there. So what do you do about this? We need to get their blood sugar up, get their electrolytes back to normal. How do we do that? Well, food and water. So this is how I do it. Many ways that people do this. This is my method, Doc's method, of getting food and water into a tiny thing. I give fluids under the skin. I don't suggest you doing that unless you have a lot of experience. They're just so tiny. You're going to stick it somewhere it's not supposed to be. I'm trying to figure out how to put my phone here so I can film this. Because I need both hands. What if I hold it? Might have to get my husband to come in. But I basically just take food. I don't mix it with water. I just take little chunks of food. Hold the chick. I'm going to lean the phone up against me. Hopefully you can see this. I got my fingernail in there. Hold the mouth open. Drop it in. Don't be afraid of a big chunk. You're not going to choke this baby. Give him a second to swallow it. See, he's doing it. He just did it. Next piece. I give fluid? Well, I use normal saline. Again, I don't even know if I'm filming this, but this is normal saline solution. It's sterile. I know you all aren't going to have this. You can use tap water, or you can use tap water mixed with electrolytes from the feed store. But same way. If you want a needle, I'll give you one. Cut the tip off so you don't poke anything with it if you want. A little bit of water at a time. A little more food. I just sit here and basically force feed them. That's my answer to low blood sugar and messed up electrolytes is I make you eat. The only way I know how to fix it. Okay. The other thing is make sure your temperature is warm enough. If your temperature isn't warm enough, they're not warm enough. The first week is 95 degrees. But my brooder thermometer usually reads much higher than that. Look how high that is. And they still sit under that light. So, you know, it can be a lot hotter than what the thermometer says, and they're still going to go. If it's too hot, believe me, they'll move away from the heat source. I have all this other room over here that they can move to, and they're choosing not to. They're just huddling right by that 188 degrees Fahrenheit heat lamp. The typical stance of a chick that's getting ready to kick it. What do they look like? Well, they kind of look like they're just standing there and their wings are a little drooped and their eyes are closed and they're kind of wobbling back and forth, about to keel over. They kind of look like they had one too many, and they're coming stumbling out of Giuliano's at 1 in the morning. The best way I can describe it. Let's see if I can find one that's acting that way. Maybe that guy. Wings are down, heads down. They're just kind of bobbing back and forth. Now, some of them sleep that way. They're just resting that way. But then other ones are getting ready to die. So you kind of have to pick them up and see what the situation is. So again, if they have full or empty crops and they're doing that, and especially if their legs are pale, they're not nice and bright and pink, their eyes are closed, they're not very responsive, then yeah, their blood sugar is real low and they're getting dehydrated, they need some food and water. And you can too, in a pinch, you can give them a little bit of sugar by mouth too, by mixing pancake syrup, not maple syrup, but pancake syrup. Begins with a K, Karo syrup. Just a little bit in the water and just a drop or so, a little dab will do you, just to get their blood sugar up. You can do that too. But yeah, this guy, I'm gonna have to check on him because he's just kind of, see him standing there, he's like not quite right. I hope this helps. Let me know if there's any questions.